It's coming. All right. Good morning, everyone. It's HireMe Friday. We got the Tuesday song. See, Nancy's ready. Everybody knows this. Who would not want to hire Nancy? I just love the video. I like the video. Wow.
What a way to throw it out there.
Wow, isn't it? Yeah, it's Friday and it's awesome. Hey, good morning, everyone. It is HireMe Friday. This is the best part Richard and I love every week is
exactly
just to showcase a person and say,
hire me.
Rich, should we say like put up for bid? Did you ever think like 5%,
it's like
6%?
the auction block? It's like, hey, you are on the auction.
Yeah. Hey, we have a great guest here. You know, Nancy Kohne, right?
Kohne, yes. Kohne.
Yeah, I put an L there.
My last name is Kohne.
Kohne. All right. I guess I should look at the screen. It would probably work out a lot better.
Yeah.
All the way from South Carolina, everybody. South Carolina. Yeah. And I always like to just turn it over to Richard because he likes to also do his little introduction and bring it on. So, Richard, whatever you have a surprise for, go for it.
Well, this ain't really a surprise. Today's a special day. Today's 9/11. So I just wanted to say for the next 3 seconds, God bless everybody who was out there, and we always remember you. So that's one thing to our heart. 9/11, today's
9/11.
So,
yep.
God bless. Okay, so let's deep dive into everything, Nancy.
Right.
Tell me some stuff about yourself. What makes you different than everybody else? And then
what makes me different is my passion, my integrity, my grit, my authenticity. I love what I do. I really, really do. And during this COVID time, I've had some downtime, unfortunately. And I really thought, what could I possibly do? Could I reinvent myself? Should I go into another line of work? And I said, no. I just love matching candidates with companies and going through the whole process, networking, going out there, finding the right person and knowing in your gut that you're doing good. And I still get a kick. It's like Christmas for me. Really is.
That is amazing. And I love your energy. I'm just going to throw that out right now. I mean,
I think you're like on steroids.
You have to be like that. And you know what, Nancy, right off the bat for people, I'm just going to tell them that you come up with excitement. Every time you talk to a candidate, I can tell you're excited. And that's a number one thing that people want to hear.
And I remember talking to a lot of my junior recruiters and, I was able to work with a lot of people and inspire them into the recruiting world. And I told them, it's from that first contact. As soon as you pick up that phone and you leave a message for a candidate, if you're saying, hi, yeah, I have a job for you, it's not going to work. You gotta phone them up, show the enthusiasm, and put the emphasis on that fact that you care about them. I had an engineer that said he was hot on the market, and he phoned me back because I was one of the only enthusiasm and really caring about where I placed him. So it really does, and it comes naturally. I fell into the recruiting staffing world, never thinking in my whole entire life that I would be continuing to do this. And here I am X amount of years later, different titles, I was in aviation and IT and food and beverage in my last position.
Nice.
And I still love it. I still get a kick. And I think the biggest reward is getting, I get calls or emails from past recruiters that I've worked with or candidates saying, you made a difference in my life.
One right there. There's your friend. There's your friend.
Never forget.
No. And, Nancy, when we talked last night, tell us where you're from.
Yeah.
And your story, how you got to South Carolina. Because you've been in staffing for I was like, whoa, for a lot of years. I know. How do you say that? Okay, you have a long career.
He is well diverse.
Yes. Thank you. Sure. Yes, I feel like I'm still 25 in here. Trust me, I act like a 25-year-old. My kids, oh my gosh. I'm originally from Montreal, Canada, and I fell in love with an American, moved to Vermont, and during in January, we decided to drop off our son at a military high school where he goes in Georgia. and came to Greenville, looked around and said, okay, this is where we're going to retire. This is beautiful. So we ended up buying a house in January, figuring, okay, it's a long-term plan. Went back to Vermont, and then, of course, COVID hit, and the son came home to Vermont e-learning, which do not recommend that to anybody, especially a boy. But anyways, that's a story. As we all know, if we have boys. Yeah. And decided the house is empty. Let's, drive the 17 hours to the house. So we did in the middle of April. I got furloughed, unfortunately, and fell in love. And that was it. My husband the weather was just amazing. The South, everybody is friendly and just so welcoming. And it's so beautiful that we decided to make this our home. So we're officially in South Carolina.
That is awesome. Well, we have a comment from Alberto. Hi, guys. I'm in Tampa taking a pre-work vacation. I start working this Monday as a BDM for People Inc. in Chicagoland. Thanks so much for all your support. We had Alberto on the show also for Hire Me Friday.
Yeah. Oh, congratulations, Alberto.
Yeah. Good and he's a good man. He really had a good time during Shark Week. Nance, if you had to say, first of all, where in South Carolina are you? So we can.
I am in Simpsonville, which is close to Greenville. We're about 20 minutes from the city center. 25. Okay. Yeah.
So what are you looking for? If you were to say, hey, this is your 15 minutes here, what are you looking for in a company or career right now?
I've been in it so long. I just want to inject teams. I would love to be a team lead. I would even love to be a senior recruiter. I really just want to get back to working and doing what I love to do. Mm-hmm. I love empowering. I love mentoring. I love coaching. And I love, seeing recruiters grow in their position or within a company. And that's all I really want to do. I have no higher expectations of myself. I just want to work with the company that is, has good values, good belief system. And I think that as you get, I hate to say older, but I think your values and your beliefs become more, prominent into what you're looking for in a career. And that's what I want to do. I'm not, fussy. I just want to either be a team lead, a recruiter. I just want to get back to doing what I love.
And what do you find around your area right now? Have you seen struggles of trying to find work, or what are you seeing in South Carolina? Because it's new to you.
Yeah.
So what do you see?
It's quiet. There are, positions. There's a lot of huge companies out here like BMW, Michelin, ABB, for example. They are hiring, and I've applied, but it's been pretty still quiet, I think. I think it's pretty slow on the job market here. And I would love, if I had my wish list, as I used to tell my managers, okay, what's your hiring wish list for this person?
Right.
To definitely work remotely. I love working remotely. I'm not to say that I don't like people. I absolutely love people. And that's why I'm working remotely, because I'm able to multitask and focus more working remotely. So ideally it would be a remote position.
All right. Well, I want to ask you one question is you have to tell the story of what you did for BMW. I'm sorry. Richard loves it. Richard, let me tell you, everybody knows Richard, and Richard does these little things that have I thought of? Yes. But then I think of I can't do that. But with him, I changed my mind sometimes. And just tell us what you did there.
I have to give credit to my husband too, because I love marketing, and I grew my whole, first degree was in public relations and marketing. And I was telling Richard that, nobody thought, and you don't go into staffing, you kind of fall into it, stumble, scrape your knees, get yourself back up, and then you do fall into a career you love. So I sit there and I have all these ideas around recruiting, even not working. And I knew I wanted to work for BMW, and we have a plant in Spartanburg out here in South Carolina. So I was sitting there going, oh, what if I got a model car? And I was kind of rattling off this marketing idea to my husband. And he was like, a month later, he goes, did you do anything? And I'm like, no, I'm still kind of doing my idea in my head. Got the car, found the perfect box, wrapped the car in bubble wrap, put BMW little stickers all into the box. Then I put a really awesome cover letter with my resume, then a color picture on this little thing that said basically who I am besides my resume, glued it on the cover, kids glue here, okay? Remember Elmer's glue?
Yeah.
Sealed the box, went onto Canva and wrote something along the lines of, what if you didn't find the passionate people to build your cars with passion? And then on the lip of the box, on the bottom, I put, what if you didn't take the chance to find out who could in this box? And I sealed it and sent it UPS to the director of BMW and heard nothing. And I'm like, but at least I did it, right? I had no regrets. And I got a nice letter afterwards, an email from him thanking me for the original, way to introduce myself and to apply like everybody else online.
That's it, Rich. Rich, I'm going out.
Hey, I love it. I love it. I want to do it tomorrow. I'm ready to do the same thing with a Matchbox. I got to buy it.
I was sitting there going, I wonder what happened to my little BMW car.
You know why? Because with everybody on social media, think about that. If you go on their page, you can see what everybody likes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it, Rich.
I'm just amazed by this. I love this right now. I'm ready to go do my own little art project.
I know. I'm trying to think. Who do I want to work for?
And you know what? I think I read somewhere, because I do a lot of reading, I need to be brain fed. And I read somewhere that the number one thing a lot of people are looking for is creativity. And I got it, even for another position, which I would be honored to work for them. It's called Rock Content. And I love content marketing. Absolutely love them. And I had interviewed with them and hadn't heard back for a while. They're fantastic. Their recruiting team is awesome. And they're in Brazil. And they were looking for somebody in North America. So I sent, a picture again on Canva with the guy fishing. And I said, don't fish any longer. I might not be available. I might be caught.
Nice. You know what? I love it, because you know what? People are scared to do that kind of stuff. Why not?
Why not?
You got confidence, dear. You're rocking it out.
I'm a box thinker. Thank you.
I've been telling people, Nancy, where have you been all these years? I've been telling people this all the time. They put the boring pictures on social media and wonder why they don't get candidates. Put yourself on there, being creative, goofy,
right?
Interact with people. That's what they want.
That's what guys, I love
I'm so excited, Dave. This is like, I think she's gonna be. I'm just gonna bring her on board with me. She'll be a Sharkette. We'll call it a day, right?
Sharkette. Oh,
I love it.
All right. Before I turn it over to you, Richard, again, I just wanted to tell everybody again, this is what the show is about. If you've just joined, it's Hire Me Friday. Richard and ourselves love to bring on a special guest that we look for people searching for work. This is a chance. Everybody knows LinkedIn Live here. It's global. All it takes is one person. We've Rock Content. Was that Rock Content?
Yes.
Richard, you know me.
They're amazing.
Rock Content is going to get everything from Nancy from me. We're going to go for Rock Content. But it is. So before I turn over to Richard, because he always has the questions, is you got to tell me how you met Amy, because Amy's just suggested to bring you on the show. And I know you're a colleague with her. And I thank Amy, thank you so much for introducing us to help her in South Carolina.
Yeah. Amy was one of the market managers when I was blessed to become Manpower's talent acquisition manager. I always have trouble saying that, for the upper Northeast. And she was phenomenal. Her and I hit it off like, bats out of hell, excuse my language. And she wanted to, again, to transfer into something else. She'd been successful at her position. And then when I got headhunted out of my position, she applied and sat in my chair, and she's been rocking it ever since. So kind of putting it forward, and that's what this is all about. And especially networking. Amy, I'm not going to lie, I've been kind of having the unemployment COVID kind of low, grumpy, and she phoned me out of the blue, reached out, and it just made my day. And she said, I'm going to help you. I'm going to introduce you to these awesome guys and see what we could do. So, and I do encourage that, because being in the network, I always reached out to people, or so I should say, when I was working, people reached out to me, and I always introduced people and did whatever I possibly could to help people find, careers or jobs. And I'm finding a little bit weird nowadays, because when I reach out on LinkedIn, it's more of a silence. I don't know if it's because people are just overwhelmed. They can't help. So So I encourage everybody, do the smallest thing to pay it forward, play it forward to somebody who doesn't have a job. And if you can help just one person, that's huge.
And that's why Richard and I love it. And I'm going to turn it over to him. Richard, I love this part with Richard because I'm always an angry person. Not like that, but Richard calms me down. But Richard is such a positive influence to me. And what I like about Richard is he cares so much about people. Not and in a way to help people, but he goes above and beyond. Richard, I know you have a friend for life. I know that's one of your sayings, but he always likes to ask a couple questions, and then you're going to like these questions. Let's just put it down. So go ahead, Richard.
So here's one. Nancy, since you got so much energy like me,
True.
Tell me a story, inspirational story of one of your candidates. Like say something that stuck out that really, is there one story of one of them, just a brief story of something that really took it to the next level? Go for it.
Okay. So I was recruiting for an internship with SAS. And they had this insane, crazy, way to get these interns, into, I think it was in California they went, or Arizona for their internship. And it was a Friday cutoff. And I had IT, graduates with masters and PhDs applying for this internship. Absolutely nuts. Out of the blue, I get this kid that I've never talked to on LinkedIn who had just graduated from Montreal, Concordia, and he was an expert in this program that they were looking specifically for. So I called up the hiring manager and I go, can I put one more into the pot? And he's like, man, time. I said, no, you gotta interview this kid. And so he goes, okay. So we put him into the pot, and they said they agreed to fly him out to Arizona, right from Toronto, and Montreal to Toronto to do the interviews. And then they cut the funds. So they said, we can't do it. I emailed the hiring manager and I said, off record, I'll pay the kid's gas money. I feel in my gut, this kid needs to get there. And he goes, Nancy, I can't let you do that. I said, no, but it's me. It's not the company, Long story short, the kid goes, listen, I have family in Toronto. I can be there for the interview. He never mentioned anything about, paying for his stay or whatever. So the hiring manager's laughing on the day of the interviews. And I said, you got brainiacs there, right? Vying for this one role. And he goes, Nancy, put who you think is going to get hired. Took my little piece of paper, folded it, and I put Robert's name on it, put it in. So at the end of a very long day of waiting, as they're going through the process, he phones me up and he goes, all right, what name you got? He goes, I know who you got. Yeah, sure enough, he hired him.
Nice.
Yeah, right out of school, compared to PhDs and everything, all because I had this gut feeling so badly that I was going to pay for his gas to get to that interview. And that's the kind of person I am.
Look what you did. You took it to the extra level. Yeah. This is amazing what you did. You had a gut feeling, but you went with it. And that's amazing. I mean,
that's why I love my job.
That is awesome. I'm just going to wrap this up, Dave, real quick here. I mean, Nancy, besides being a pleasure having you on the show here, full of energy. So any company out there, when you're full of energy and you're like this, you can multitask.
Yeah.
What he's going to bring to the table, one person might take 8 hours, it's going to take her 3 hours. I know this from experience. I hate to say it. It is. But no, you have so much character, love in your body that, you know what, you're going to bring. It's like you're a cup of coffee for everybody in the company.
He does. See, I'm mesmerized.
I'm being honest with you. This is great stuff. Anybody out there, I'm just going to say this one more time. She is available. Reach out to me, Dave, or whatever. We will get you in contact with her. Like Simon would say, you're in it to win it. This is what it's all about. Yes. You have so much going for you. I mean, I am going to do the same thing Dave does, and we're going to hashtag the heck out of this. We're going to reach out to everybody for you. And like I said, you're part of my workforce family forever now. You guys are all part of my family forever. Seriously.
Honestly, I was a little bit worried, and you guys are amazing. Anytime you want me back.
Oh boy. Well, we've said, Richard, we're even having, if we don't find some every 2 weeks, Richard, we're going to make a commitment. We're going to have him back. I don't even care. It's HireMe freaking Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So 15 minutes.
Exactly.
Bring it back. But
this is special. Great.
It is. My last question for you, and here's if you had your 30-second elevator speech, Nancy, And again, people, she's looking for work, South Carolina. One more town where you're located in South Carolina?
I'm in Simpsonville or Greenville.
Okay. So here's your elevator speech. Why would a company want to hire you?
I am going to inject your team with passion and empowerment to get the job done.
Oh,
it is right there, people. I'm telling you. Can we just do it? I'm going to do a Ric Flair for you since he's from North Carolina, South Carolina. Woo! That was amazing.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, Amy, where did you find this person? It's friggin' Friday, and you got me friggin' pumped up, and I still drink all my coffee. My God. But in all seriousness, that's why we do this, Nance. And this isn't the end of it. We'll be in touch.
Yeah.
We're going to show you. We're going to do the video resume. We're going to send that out to you. We're going to help you with that. That's free. We're going to, give you a wish list like we talked last night. And, we want to thank you. And that's what it's all about.
Honestly, I'm going to turn the tables on you guys. Thank you for all the unemployed people that are out there and affected by COVID. Thank you guys for doing something that is so positive. And even if I don't get hired, just knowing you are a part of my network.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Wow, you're welcome, man. Well, we're going to work it. It's going to work, and we really enjoy this. This is the best part of our week.
No kidding.
I love HireMe Fridays. I love this. This is like amazing. Yeah. It's a way to top off till you start the weekend. It's like
you start the week, and I'm going to tag every friggin' company out there that can think of. I'm going to do the research in South Carolina there, but everybody have a great day. And like Richard, you said again, 9/11, it's a day to remember, and just be ourselves and just appreciate for what we have and the USA and what's happened. And between everything, we have to put today and think about it today, 9/11. And that's what we should be focusing on a lot today.
Yeah,
exactly. And appreciate yourself and people around you. Appreciate just the little things in life. That's all it's about.
That's all it is. So, all right, everybody.
We remember.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, everybody. With Richard as we know it, I always like to say before we end it, because you never know with Richard. Let's see. We're going to end.